Welcome back to the Unanimous Decision Podcast. I am your host, DPalm. Follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram, all the socials at DPalm66. Follow the show at UDPod. Follow the entire MTR network at, you guessed it, the MTR network. You found us. Don't you dare lose us. Subscribe on iTunes. Subscribe on Spotify. Subscribe everywhere you get your podcasts for free $99. You can even subscribe now on YouTube. That's right, YouTube, dragging this podcast into 2015, one episode at a time. As always, brought to you by the good folks at the MTR Network. Make sure you check out all the offerings there. And also check out DanielPaulMortgages.com. If you can afford your rent, you can afford a mortgage. It's my job to help you qualify. We are back, guys. End of the week, wrapping up everything. Final Four's in front of us, but we don't talk about college basketball. We talk about whatever we want. And on Fridays, we talk about it with Michael Felder. What up, Felder? Happy Felder Friday.
Bro, I just got done going through all the Steam videos. My kids had my kids. My daughter and her friends. I call her kids my kids.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, I got you.
Like, they're here all the time. I'm around them all the time. I'm like, these are all my kids. I'm in charge of all these kids. Mm-hmm. And like literally this week, I'm doing drop off, right? What do we got? I'm pulling doors.
Pulling doors.
And I'm like, oh, you were at my house 2 days ago. I watched you. Let me tell you something. You want to hear the funniest thing? So my mom is talking to one of the dads, right? This dad, his name's Chris. And my mom is like, they're engaged in like a conversation. And she already heard him tell his daughter, no more donuts. You're done.
Okay.
So my mom's engaged in the conversation. His back is to her. My mom is facing her. Right? You know, you talk like this.
Yeah.
And my mom goes, Grace, hey, did your dad tell you no?
It takes a village. I love it. I love it.
So that happened. So I see them so that was Saturday. I see them on Monday. And the mom goes, thank you. Can you say thank you to your mom?
Your mom's a G. That's awesome.
So, yeah. Well, my mom got middle school teacher energy.
Oh, of course. She ain't scared to talk to no child. What are you talking about?
No,
hey,
my mom dealt with the worst kids of all time.
And I'm not saying like no to a donut.
Like, it's like, because here's the thing, like when I say the worst kids of all time, I'm talking about like in their life cycle.
Yeah.
Middle school is the hardest.
It's the worst ages. And again, this may be different for girls and maybe different now. And when I was growing up, 11 to 13, you're not human. You're not a person. Just leave me. Don't even talk to me. Leave me alone. I have nothing to say to you.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not saying I was a good person during those years. I was a lucky person during those years because your boy did not have acne. No acne. I was good at sports. I was popular. And I will say this, because of the way that my parents raised me, I was good to everybody.
Yeah.
But most people don't got that.
You know what it was? It was my parents obviously was the good foundation. For me, dog, it was comic books. Like reading comic books was like, yo, you do the right thing no matter what. Like it was like, oh, like it was like, hey man, this honestly it's because I always tell people like these things are like if you think of like old Roman times, like you use parables of tales of the gods to tell you life lessons.
I know.
That's what comic books are. And so for me, it was like, well, this is bad for me, but it's the right thing to do. I would do the right thing because I'd been reinforced so many times that this was just the thing you do.
Right. No, and for me, that was probably, God, this sounds so gross. That's probably Greek mythology.
Yeah, no, dog, I'm telling you.
Which is where comic books.
Your parents, same thing. Your parents are going to give you a foundation, but when it's reinforced by the things that you're surrounding yourself with, it makes it land harder. It makes it really calcify. It makes it like an indelible part of your being. I named my kid after Spider-Man. Like, what am I talking about?
Yeah. No, I truly, it was just it's cool to see like my mom interacting with like my real life.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, is he drinking whiskey during this party?" Yes. But is he still like focused and in charge of the party?
Is he still locked
Yes.
in? And
Yes, he's zeroed in. Does he know which kids can be a problem? For sure.
For sure.
Is
It's the
he
first step of
steering
scouting.
them? Is he steering them in the right direction? Absolutely. Is it the way that I would do it?
Absolutely.
Probably not. But is it the way that works? Yes. We got a kid. I'm not going to say her name, but she got a boy name and a month name. And so, why are you laughing?
Just because it's a very Southern combination of names. Like,
yes,
it
is.
That's like, if you give me 2 first-person names, it's a Georgia quarterback. That was very Southern.
I mean, I've got we had another friend, she couldn't make it to the party, but they do the very classic Southern thing of mother's maiden name with mom's name. Very like, boom, let's get it out there. And then your actual last, or not actual last name feels rude, but your last name.
Yeah.
So we are on the day before spring break. Your boy's pumped. 10 days.
Gotta be.
10 days of not having to get up at 6:15. And they had a steam event.
Will you still get up at 6:15?
No, hell no. So have we not talked about my second sleep?
No.
So I get up at 6:15. I'm out of bed by 6:25, 6:30. I make sure my kid has breakfast. I put her lunch, which I packed the day before. I put that in her book bag and then put that in the car. And then I try to go to the bathroom. Usually I can't. It's not going to happen. No BMs are happening during that time because usually my kid comes downstairs and knocks on the door and I'm like, there's no way this is not going to happen. So I put my tights on, I put my shorts on, shoes, shirt, hoodie. We go to the school, drop her off, and then I park and I go and I pull doors. And then I come home. My wife usually leaves at 8:24-ish. We can call it 8:25 if you want. And I pretend like I'm doing stuff. And then I go into the guest bedroom and pull the covers up with the iPad and I start watching a movie. And then I have secret sleep from 8:30 until 10:30. 2 more hours of this secret sleep. I have secret sleep. And after secret sleep, I start operating.
The day begins.
Empty the dishwasher, empty the dryer. I got to do a video. I'm writing. I'm doing everything. Yeah. But I need that secret sleep.
Okay.
Because I walk a mile in drop off.
Yeah.
So I need the secret sleep. And with no school coming up, I don't need secret sleep. My daughter knows how to use the oven. Come on, she's 8. She can use the oven.
No. We've already started incorporating Matthew in the chores and cooking and shit now. You're good.
She knows how to use the oven. She's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, I hit the button. I wait till it goes boop, boop, boop. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, and then I put the cream cheese on the bagel and we're done. And I'm like, yeah, listen, you got it. You don't need me.
Let me sleep. Damn it.
The less I'm in your life in this regard, the better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still picking your clothes out, but at least you can make a bagel. If we had a toaster oven, that would be better. But we don't.
That's a counter space thing. You don't need the counter space. It's a whole geometry thing. I know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, we don't have the counter space. But no, everything's good, man. We just
good.
Life is good, and we got to do something during spring break. I think they're going to the zoo. My wife and the terrible child. And I made a mistake. I will say this. I made a mistake today. A couple of the teachers at the school were talking about, I wish I could get into gardening. And your boy fucked up so hard.
You didn't talk about the podcast, did you?
I said it out loud, and I was like, no. I was like, no.
No one I know listens to my podcast outside of my parents. Shout out, actually, not my parents, my father. Shout out, Pops.
My father, too. I was like, no. And I said, because
it's even funnier because like they hear the name Hand in the Dirt and they're going to assume it's an actual gardening podcast, and they're going to be so taken aback, and they're going to know you so much better.
They don't need to know me better.
I know, that's the funniest part about it.
I was like, no, wrong. She's like, oh, I
stood outside your body like, why are you saying this? Stop talking. Shut the fuck up, Michael. Shut up.
So I was like, oh, because this lady, here's the thing. This lady lives like right up the street from me. Like literally
proximity too. Dog, she's going to be quoting Hartzell at you, and it's going to be hilarious. She's going to quote.
No, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be hilarious. I think it's going to be bad.
Sorry, not for you. For me. For me, it's going to be hilarious. For you, it's not going to be so funny.
She lives. I live in this neighborhood. There's another neighborhood, and then there's some. She lives in we share the same deer. That's how this whole conversation started. We share the same deer.
Actually, we talked about it on my podcast.
I was like, well, honestly, like I was talking to my that's how it works.
You should bring her a koozie.
We're out of koozies. I got to shut down the Etsy store right now because we're out of koozies. We have 2 Yetis left, but we're out of koozies. If you want a Yeti, holler at your boy.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said to me is that I offhandedly just mentioned my podcast to these teachers. The whole school's going to know about this.
No, they shouldn't know. None of them should know about it.
They're not going to keep it to themselves.
Like I don't want to embarrass my wife. That's the most important thing. I don't want to embarrass my wife.
She's met you. It's okay.
Oh, she lives with me because we're married.
That's being sarcastic, but yes.
But I don't want to embarrass her in front of I think we're already at this not a crux. We're already at this point where she's like, you volunteer more than I do. And more of the teachers know you more than they know me.
Yep.
And she's like, that's ridiculous. I'm a teacher. And I'm like, listen, I can't, there's nothing I can do about this.
It's personality, baby. People like me.
If they start listening to the podcast, now we're going to have a real problem.
Because she doesn't listen to the podcast.
No, she don't listen to the podcast. Are you kidding me?
No. Why would she? I asked Susan, I go, you know that she listens to UD pod. She goes, I would never, because I live with the podcast. Why would I opt for? I go, when should I listen to it? I go, on your car ride into your work to remind yourself how much you love me. What are you talking about?
No, absolutely not. She's like, no, I'm not listening to a thing. I listen to you. I listen to you talk to yourself all day. This is ridiculous. But if these people start listening to it, and then the problem would be, here's the biggest problem, if they like it.
They're going to like it. It's a good podcast.
I think it's a good podcast, too. Hand in the Dirt gardening podcast about football. Really a lifestyle podcast. I think it's good, but they're also going to hear me. These people have never heard me use profanity before.
So they don't speak to you that much.
No, that's wrong. I don't speak to them the way that I talk to people.
Oh man, this is.
You see what I'm saying?
Daniel, people ask me. I've had people ask like, I can do the show on Thursday or Friday. I go, you can't be on Friday. Felder for Fridays. I'm sorry. And the reason I do that is because I want people to realize none of this is a bit.
It's not a bit.
This is who Michael Felder is. It's the same reason I let y'all, when I put Joel on this podcast, or when Joel's on his podcast, I'm so elated that the world can realize that my friends are these weirdos in real life. Like the fact that
I'm not a weirdo. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck that.
No negative. Parenthetical. Weirdo. Positive. Positive in your case. Not in Joel's case. Someone clip that and send it to him. I'm talking bad about you, Joel Anderson. Stay out of my life.
No, I'm saying
no, for you, it's a good weirdo.
They had I hosted. So here's the thing. So we did Felder Friday last week, right?
Yep. Right before bingo night.
Right before bingo. So I go to bingo night. Guess what? I don't cuss at all.
No.
I'm talking to a whole like a gymatorium full of kids and moms and dads. And I'm just like, when I say my kid's school, you say mascot. I'm not gonna dox my kid because I'm not a fucking idiot. So we go through the whole thing and we get through the whole bingo night and they're like, oh my God, that was so good. And I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, imagine if I could use profanity.
Imagine if I could cuss.
Imagine if I could cuss. Timmy, sit the fuck down. I was like, hey guys, when I raise my hand, I need your help. I need your help.
Oh my goodness.
So, hey, here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to keep running in front. I need your help. I need your help. Our kids are worth whatever it takes.
There you go.
That's me. Like, I'm on the mic doing that. And then I'm walking out and I'm talking to the other lead PTA moms.
Yeah.
Which is, I am a PTA mom, just for the record.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, what are you doing after this? And I was like, I'm going to go home and put my face in some whiskey. And they were like, that sounds good. Like, they get me. Like,
yeah.
They get me. They understand. But if they listen to the podcast, I don't know how this is going to go, because they're going to be like, better. They're going to be like, yo, this dude is he hates going to the pool. He hates going to the pool, which his daughter loves, his wife loves. He hates multiple people in the drop-off line. Has nicknames for a bunch of them. He's got a kid on his block that he absolutely hates. Cannot stand. He's mean. He does not care at all about any of this. He's just is.
Quick time out. If you found this podcast through Michael Felder telling you that he does podcasts in a carpool line and you're watching on YouTube, just leave a comment. Yeah. I'm just doing an informal poll now. Who is here for the first time because Michael Felder doxed himself?
I didn't dox myself.
Reverse doxed. He gave you his online presence.
I'm just saying. I don't know. What are we talking about? Do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about a couple things.
Are we going to talk about SEMO?
What is SEMO?
Southeast Missouri State. Drill?
No, I guess we're talking about. Why do you want to talk about Southeast Missouri State?
Have you seen the drill?
No.
What
are you talking about? Here are my topics. Educate me and the listener, please.
So, Southeast Missouri State, their coach is trying to build toughness into the culture. And they do, vice tackling, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will you explain to the listeners?
Vice tackling is where you have one guy come from inside, one guy come from outside, and then sometimes you have a safety that runs the shoot. And the goal is open field tackling. And you have to leverage from inside, leverage from outside, and then the safety, you have to play to where they get. If they break through, you have to play to it.
Can I do a quick timeout for the listeners?
Yes.
Listeners, when you see these things happen on Saturdays and Sundays and these amazing open field tackles, These are not just feats of athleticism. They are that, but they are well-practiced mannerisms. These are well-practiced things. When you see pursuit angles getting taken, there is a drill for pursuit angles. When you see vice tackling occur, there's a drill for that. They drill all of. I need y'all to understand the intricacy and the level of care that's put into football, because I know a lot of people think, oh, they line up and you just hit. It is what he's talking about, and I didn't even flinch. I was like, hey, let me make sure the listener knows.
Yes.
That's not common knowledge for most people who watch football. Everything you see on Saturdays and Sundays is a practice action.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Saturday, Sunday, and I have videos right now. I'm getting ready to shoot another video, but the point that I'm trying to make is there's a difference between danger and teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And with Southeast Missouri, what they did is dangerous because they had guys going low. Now, what do they tell you in practice? Stay off legs.
Stay off the legs, guys.
Stay off legs. If you're doing a cut drill, you get it.
If you're doing a cut drill, the guys know he's being cut and he can defend himself. Like, that's a cut drill is different than going at someone's legs in a live drill. Very different, but yes.
A ball carrier, you stay off legs.
You can't, no. Yeah, no.
Chest to chest, you thud up or you tap off.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are like,
but even when you're doing full speed stuff, like let's say we're going beyond that, we're going to the ground. No one's going at legs because we're all on the same fucking team, and two, we know what that means.
Yes, stay off legs.
I want to make sure I vocalize how absurd it is what you're about to tell us.
So so Southeast Missouri State they have a corner, a nickel, or a linebacker plus a safety. And they're all hitting below the hip. And I guess there's two steps to this for me. Should it be called out? Yes, which is what Ryan Clark did, which is what a bunch of Instagram influencers did, and I understand that. They're like, this is the dumbest drill. And I'm like,
very much.
The drill's not dumb. It's a good drill.
The execution's dumb.
The instruction is dumb.
Yeah, it's even worse than execution. Like if a kid's fucking up is one thing. If you're telling them to fuck up, you're right. That's 100%. Well said. Right.
That's the instruction is dumb. The teaching is dumb, and that's the part where it's coaching, teaching versus danger. That's bad. And everyone's like, it's a 1-on-3 drill, and I'm like, every vice drill is a 1-on-3 or a 1-on-2. That's how the fuck it works. 6 cone or 9 cone, it doesn't matter. That's how a vice drill works. Yeah. The thing that you do, if you're Kirby Smart, what do? You execute the vice drill, and then your guys fit up, thud, tempo,
drive your
or your guys tag off. That's how you do it. And that was my main problem, was instead of talking us through the drill and why it can work, all they want to do is bang on this dude. And listen, bang on him all you want. But the point for me is explain to people why this is bad. Yeah. I never, from high school to college, we never went to the ground.
Can I say something
unless it was a scrimmage. We never went to the ground.
Can I say something else about this in general? Going low is a great way to miss tackles.
Oh, it's terrible.
Going low, particularly like if you go low in the process of a tackle because of distance or miscalculation, that's fine. Do what you do to get the guy on the ground. In practice, in a controlled situation, going low, you squat more than you bench.
Yeah.
Everyone. So if I'm aiming at your legs, I'm aiming at the strongest part of your body. That's my plan. That's a shitty plan. For the record.
So, yeah. The way that I think about it is thirds of your body. So you have a left third, or this, I guess, is right third, left third, middle third. The goal should be to make someone have to run through your middle third.
Every time.
Every time. That's the strongest part of your body. Anyone listening, stand up and truly look at the left third and the right third of your body. You just got an arm and part of a leg out there.
Yep.
In the middle, you know what you got? You got your whole
Everything
thing.
else.
I don't care if you're a big old boy with a gut. You got a big, that's the whole part of your body. I don't care if you're skinny. If you're a skinny little
when
lady,
you hit that,
you're a skinny little lady, the middle third is the strongest part of your body. Make them go through that.
And defensively, if you hit that, and let's say you hit someone with that middle third and you don't bring them to the ground, what you've done is you've stymied their process enough to where 22 shoes can get to the ball. When I was playing defense in high school, that was our big thing. 22 shoes on every
11
tackle.
hats.
11 hats, 22 shoes, however you want to look at it. But the point was gang tackling. It's one of the reasons I love watching Georgia's defense over the last 5 years is that they've really mastered we don't need individual stats. We need everyone to hit this motherfucker.
So that's how I love it. That's my whole thing. Like when I watch teams, not looking for individual players. When I'm looking at teams, I want to see how many hats are in the frame.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Kyle Whittingham because Utah almost always got 11 hats in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got a premier job. And he's going to show him, get 11 hats in the frame. I want to see 11 hats. And that was something that we talked about when I was at UNC even. Like this is, and we're talking about, goddamn, 2 decades ago?
Yeah, now it's 20 years.
20 years ago? 11 hats in the frame. So the same lady who I accidentally revealed that I have a podcast to.
So funny.
She was like, so where did you go to school? And I was like, I went to UNC. And she was like, oh, wow. Like Charlotte? And I was like, no. Like UNC, like Chapel Hill, like Tar Heels. She's like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yeah. She goes, did you like it? I was like, I say I like playing football there.
There's the answer.
And she was like, you play football? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, when? She said, when? And I was like, I think it's because your boy looks good, by the way. Just for the record, I'm above victim weight.
Good for you.
201 today. 201.
Congratulations.
I'm above victim weight. But she looked at me and she was like,
do not mug this man.
Don't mug me. I'll beat the shit out of you.
I'll beat the shit out of you.
You better watch out. I ain't playing with you players.
I'm bigger than that to where I'm pistol weight, where they won't fight me. They'll just go get the gun. I'm big enough to where I go get the gun.
I'm not gun weight, but I'm above victim weight.
Yeah, you're above victim weight.
I'm above victim weight.
Gun weight.
Yeah. You don't need a gun. Like, I'll tell you what. Let's find out.
I
got acid reflux, so I carry a plastic bag just in case I gotta spit up some bile.
Before we get into the sports stuff, I want to talk about beyond Southeast Missouri State, which tackle better, guys. There's a live show for Bomani. He's doing a live show here in Atlanta.
I know.
Rod and Karen from the Black Guy Tips are going to be there. I just got my tickets last night. You coming down for it?
No.
I didn't think so, but I'll be there. Kicking it with the people. So I would love to see anyone who listens to this podcast show up. And
when is it? What's the day? You didn't say the date.
I want to say middle of May. I think it's May 16th.
Is that Mother's Day weekend?
So I don't ask me those kind of questions.
Well, I gotta do some Mother's Day stuff, dude.
That's I got a whole other So it is. I'm looking at my order details.
I'm loving it.
Bear with me 1 second. More. Why is it not even in? See, this is the kind of shit.
It's the 16th of May.
The 16th of May. I was right. Yeah, 16th of May. Come through. It's going to be a great live show. Get the VIP package so you can come early and do all the meeting and people. But yeah, I'm excited to see Rod and Karen. I told Rod and Karen I was going to marry Susan before I told anyone else on the planet.
That's awesome.
I had bought the ring online a week before, and we'd gone to a live show in DC. It was me, Rod and Karen had their show. It was 3 shows. It was Where's My 40 Acres, MTR Network, and then Rod and Karen did their show at Kappa's. Sold out the venue. Great night. And I'm drinking at the end of the night. I'm like, hey, man, y'all the reason did it. And I told them about the ring. I showed them the ring on the phone. And then, God.
That's
8 months
awesome.
later, I proposed and then got married. And yeah, man, it was really, 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 really dope. But yeah, I'm excited to see my friends, excited to see that. But I want to ask you a question because I've got you on here and I don't talk to you enough about college basketball because UNC is about to go outside the family. Now, I think it's very interesting. Hubert Davis, who was very proud of his white wife, will never, a quote, he'll never escape. He got fired. He got fired after finishing Final Four, after putting the double kibosh on Coach K. But I guess results aren't results, and kind of the temperature of the room was down, so they did what they had to do and got rid of him. For the first time in about 50 years, they're going to go outside the Dean Smith tree. The rumors I'm hearing outside of anything, I don't know anything, I don't know nobody, is Billy Donovan leaving the Bulls to come down and coach in Chapel Hill. So I have two questions for you. One, what are you hearing that's not Billy Donovan?
Was it Tommy Lloyd?
Tommy Lloyd's the other one I heard.
Yeah, Lloyd, guy at Michigan. They don't know what they're doing.
So that was my second part of my question. So you and I talked about this 2 years ago when they brought in Belichick, because to bring in Belichick costs a lot of money. And go ahead.
So essentially, my school is fighting. We've talked about this before, right? Yeah. You can't win a 2-front war
at all.
Now you have a 3-front war. Should have kept Hubert. I'll say that definitively.
Okay.
Should have kept Hubert. He's got, imagine if Caleb doesn't get hurt doing a dunk in practice, if he doesn't break his thumb on a dunk in practice, they don't lose the VCU. They at least make it to the round of 32. Maybe they make it to the round of to the Sweet 16. And we don't have this problem
at all.
So there's that. That's one.
Okay.
And someone said it. I think it was Joe Ovius. He was like, this is the biggest butterfly effect that we've seen in real time. Because now there are a lot of coaches that want this job.
Yes. It's the UNC job.
But it's also a lot of coaches that realize, I don't need that job. Which is a humbling effect for UNC fans. Rick Pitino said it.
Yep.
The blue bloods don't matter. Blue bloods don't matter.
Do you agree with that assessment? That one's kind of, I heard that, and I think I flinched a little when I heard it, but give me more perspective on it, because again, I'm not really a college basketball guy. But for me, and then maybe again, you and I graduated college 20 years ago, so let's put all that in perspective.
Well. Here's what I'm saying. I do believe it. I think he's right. Texas Tech's been to what, 2 Final Fours in the last decade?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought that?
UConn's won 6 titles since '99. That's crazy to me.
UConn is they're purple.
They're nouveau riche. But the thing is, if you talk about the last
nouveau riche, that's a good word.
But if you talk about the last 27 years, they're a blue blood. That's there. They've earned it.
Right. But the blue bloods, the original, if we're looking, the blue bloods are UNC, Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, UCLA.
Yeah.
Those are your 5.
And Duke was the latest one to join that because the K stuff really starts popping in 89, 90.
Right. So those are the blue bloods. And then I put UConn right there, sitting on the right there next to them. In Michigan. Oh, Michigan State.
Is Indiana blue blood? Indiana blue blood?
Yeah.
Let me define blue blood for me is if you get a coach in the place, you can do whatever you want. Like Alabama, they said it would never get back to where it was, and they got Saban. You could never get USC back to where they were, and they got Pete Carroll. You could never get, you know what I'm saying? Me, I understand. UConn's not a blue blood because I don't understand UConn because there's no reason they should be good because it's in Connecticut, but they seem to they've done it over 3 coaches. They've done it over 30 years. UConn's a weird one for me, but I hear what you're saying about blue bloods mattering and the declining importance of that, because now it's not like, hey, I'm going to coach you up and you're going to be part of this UNC tradition. The first thing you say when you walk in the room is, here's the number. And that's different.
And I don't think that I guess I think that here's the number is the problem because we're so focused on that.
Yeah.
The reality to me is do you want to be here or do you not want to be here? And do you see everything that we have up here in the rafters? Do you see all this? Because I think Indiana, Syracuse, UConn,
Yes.
absolutely fit into that. Georgetown, they fit into that. And I think it's a joke to not recognize those schools. They are like Syracuse, UConn, even Illinois. They're all amazing. And obviously Michigan State with Izzo, and Izzo's whole situation is a completely different. Like he's still like Adam. Izzo is like he's the less religious Dabo Swinney. Is that wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I just think it's funny. I haven't heard it put that way, but you're right.
But he is. He's like, I want to coach my kids hard. I want to make my kids stay. But the way I make them stay is I want them to know that you come here, we're going to win a national championship, and we're going to get this shit done. And they've been close. Like I remember going back to Chapel Hill in 2009. My girlfriend was a senior in college in 2009, and I remember going back. She was like, "You got to come for the national championship game," and I was like, "Okay, fine. I don't want to be here." But yes, and UNC beat the wheels off of them. But it was like somehow the fact that there's a rivalry between UNC and Michigan State, UNC and Kansas, UNC and Kentucky, UNC and UCLA.
Yep.
Like that's a real thing. And UNC is going to have to go outside of the family unless they hire Jerry Stackhouse. Why are you laughing?
Because Stack's one of those dudes who, like John Lynch, they've evolved into like these respectable people. But like Jerry Stackhouse will whoop your ass. Like Jerry Stackhouse, like everyone, he's a great basketball. Jerry Stackhouse is a fighter. And first and foremost, in my mind, Jerry Stackhouse is a motherfucker who will whoop your ass. But he's evolved into this respectable person where we're now talking about him at the UNC job.
Do you know where he's from?
That's very funny to me. Yes. Where's he from? Tell people.
He's from fucking Kinston.
Educate people who don't know about the South or North Carolina about Kinston. Is it Brandon Ingram from there?
Is Brandon Ingram from Kinston? I know so. Chris Hawkins from Kinston, and he will beat the shit out of you.
Everyone I've ever met from Kinston will fight you for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Brandon Ingram is from Kingston. I'm not entirely.
Now I'm looking it up. Now I'm looking it up. Because he went to Kinston High School.
Dog, I'm telling you.
He won four straight state championships.
And BI will fight you right now for over nothing.
Dude, I'm just telling you, like I played football with a kid from Kinston, and I'll be brief, but the first thing that he said, he's like, because I was wearing, I don't even remember what shoes they were. And he goes, "Your shoes match your shorts, big dog." And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I like it." And I was like, "Okay, thanks. You're terrifying to me." I didn't say that. I didn't say I was scared of him. Because we was in the same DB room. I kept that in. But then this same dude has been cheating on his girlfriend the whole time. And then he found out his girlfriend cheated on him with another teammate. Uh-oh. And he took the trophy and beat this dude's eyeball out. He broke into his house and beat this dude's eyeball out. And I was like, I'm so glad I never crossed this man.
If there's someone in your life from this town, North Carolina, don't cross them. Just it's easier and safer for everyone involved. Leave that person the fuck alone. But I do want to talk about basketball for a second here, because we're talking about maybe the Bulls coach moving down to back down from the pro ranks. Billy Donovan, 12 years out of the game, going back to college. We just saw some shit happen to Billy Donovan's team. Jaden Ivey, for those who don't know, former Detroit Piston, was traded to the Bulls at the trade deadline. Has not played for the Bulls. Ended up getting waived over the weekend because he went on a homophobic screed on the internet. And I want to make something very clear here. You've seen a lot of people say, oh, he just voiced his opinion. Cool. You can say whatever the fuck you want. They can fire you for saying that shit.
Yeah.
It's bigoted. It's awful. And the defense of it being, and again, I'm not going to speak for anyone else here. Your boy's not religious. So when you try to couch it as this is my religious beliefs, it's some wild, wild shit. He's talking about like, are you guys fornicating outside of marriage? Meanwhile, he's got a child out of wedlock. His first child was born before he was married. Like it's very strange. It's very concerning. Like that's a man having a psychotic break. And it cost him his job. It cost him maybe a lot of support system. His wife isn't speaking to him. His family apparently is not reaching out to him. Felder, man, watching this kind of crash out on a large scale, and then watching the either disingenuous actors or other bigots supporting him and holding him up. Like, we might be cooked as a society, bro. This is ridiculous.
One, we are cooked as a society. Two, I don't care if it's him or Ivy or Aaron Rodgers. Like, your family stepping back from you is, in my mind, that means they know you can't be helped. And I think that is, and I say that on a more nuanced take, it's when your family knows you can't be helped, it's not like they didn't try. We know they tried. That's what family does. We can't help him. Like, what do you want us to do? It's not, this isn't our job anymore. And also, he's an adult human man.
Grown-ass man.
So, we can't help you. If the team can't help you and they decided we want to part ways with a first-round draft pick, right?
Top 5 pick.
Right. So, they want to part ways with the guy that they acquired. They want to part ways. Your family is like, we can't help you. That's it. Like, look, I got a lot of problems in my life. And my family is not thrilled with everything that I do. But my family shows up for me every day.
Every day.
And if you start like saying things that, like, if I talk shit, pardon my language, if I talk shit about my mom, she'd be like, it's over. No, fuck you. No, I'm not picking your daughter up from school. Yeah. And essentially, I don't know if it's family members or friends or whatever. The reality is, if you can't handle pride in the NBA, that makes you crash out. You got way bigger problems going on.
Way bigger problems.
This is one of my favorite things to say. Like, this is a symptom of a disease. And there's something wrong with him. And until you fix it, one, you have to acknowledge it. Two, you have to work to fix it. And then three, maybe you can invite those people back into your life. But you're not owed.
If you earn it, yeah.
You're not owed this.
No.
My mom has told me one thing there's two things my mom has always said. You got to stay black and die. Those are the only two things you have to do. But she also goes, the only person that has to love you the whole time for your whole entire life is your mother. That's it.
Yep.
And if your mother does not fuck with you, then you have crossed a bridge. You've crossed a Rubicon that you're going to have to work to get back from.
Why? What would I can't? And again, this is also a big mantra of this podcast. Your mental illness is not your fault, but it is your responsibility.
Yes.
And I don't know how bad it would have to be for that to happen to me and not at least look in the mirror and be like, yo, my mom's not fucking with me. my mother,
that would break my heart.
That would shatter me personally. And if I lost that personally in the same time I'm publicly losing my career and possibly my wife and child, like I'm hoping, I'm extending empathy for this man on the healing space. Not for anything he said, not for, and guess what? This mental illness is not it's not me saying he's not homophobic because he's mentally ill. You can be both. But I hope that he can at least get the healing done on his mental stability so that maybe we can do some growth in other areas. Because this shit right here, whew, it's like the chili shit. Where she's like, I accidentally clicked on the thing, and all of a sudden people pull receipts. It's like, bitch, you've been voting and supporting this motherfucker for years now. What are you talking about? It's like, hey man, you can't just lie to us and pretend. Like you gotta put the work in. We gotta see some effort.
It's not a joke. Like anyone can pull up my voting record. Like that's fine. It's all public record.
Mm-hmm.
But like the reality, you can look at where I donate money to, and like I'm happy with all my shit.
You ain't gotta lie. It's amazing what happens when you act out of a place of well intentions.
Yeah. Do I drink too much? Probably. But at the end of the day, I'm the only, like, you just, like, I can't imagine, like, imagine you're his kid. Imagine you're his kid in, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? Like, his kid is a little kid now, but then in 10 years, and they're like, that's your dad? And they're looking this up. And you're gonna have to explain that to your kid, and you're gonna have to explain it. I truly have I have no country for people that get upset that they have to explain stuff to their kids. I do think that is fucking bullshit.
That's literally the job as a parent, guys. That's the bare minimum to talk to your child.
But it's not just to talk to them; it's to be for real.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I'll talk about with you off air, but it's a fucking, like, you have to talk to your kids. And if you put shit out there, like what do you think Trump talks to his kids about?
I don't imagine he's ever speaking.
Stormy? he talks to Barron about Stormy? Dad, what's this whole Stormy thing?
See, that's very funny because of the things I've heard about Barron Trump. But he's an adult now, so I can talk about the fact that he didn't really speak and whatever. But
yeah, it just, I don't like the worst thing I'm gonna have to tell my kid is that I fell off the curb and hit my head after a Hornets game. Oh yeah, Dad got drunk and fell. And guess what? Grandpa didn't come to help him. Which is a true story. I don't mind telling that story. Yeah. That doesn't bother me. Yeah. I'm not upset by that. Like, nothing else is like, there's not, like, what else? I moved to Chicago and I made $500,000. Like, what are we doing?
Hey man, you gotta, before we get out of here, let's talk about some football stuff.
Yes, football.
Fernando Mendoza showed out at Pro Day.
Of course. You're supposed to.
Exactly. Everyone's been like,
and his coach stayed the whole time.
It's a controlled environment with your teammates. Why wouldn't you cook?
It's fucking rehearsal.
I'm so glad
I'm not putting it down. I'm saying, like I'm not a drama kid. I'm not no nerd. So I'm not a drama kid. But this is like, you've been rehearsing this whole thing, right? The whole time?
Yep.
It's 11. I'm allowed to have a drink. You've been rehearsing this the whole time? So if you're putting on Romeo and Juliet, right?
Right.
Hamlet, Macbeth, you know your boy's in his Shakespeare bag.
As he should be. Good bag to be in.
Henry VIII. Is that right? Or is it Henry VI? Henry VIII. You're putting those plays on. You go every day and work on it. And then when it's showtime, you look good, and you go do
to.
your thing. Because if you mess up on the actual pro day, that lets me know you weren't paying attention.
Wasn't locked in. Couldn't get focused.
And that's something I think we don't talk about enough with respect to the draft and with respect to prep for the combine. And
Yeah.
you were an agent.
Yeah.
If you mess up on this day, what were you doing?
It's the job interview you've been training for 22 to 21 years. And
Right.
when you see kids get to the combine and things like popping for weed or
Dude, I had a
bombing
teammate. that got pulled over
oh,
the day before on the way to the combine.
it's
With like a quarter pound of weed and just
a test is coming, and if your inability, you can't control your shit to pass that, that is indicative of not just control issues or poor planning. It could be indicative of a true addiction. So that's why teams do that kind of shit. Kirk Cousins just signed with the Raiders, apparently.
Jesus.
I'm happy. Get out of Atlanta, you weirdo.
This dude, he got the longest tail of all time.
Oh yeah,
bro, he got the longest tail. He's just going. He is. Hey, what are you doing? I ain't doing nothing. I'm just hanging around,
nothing, chilling. But I do want to. I want to close out with this last question. So you lived in Chicago. You did the Chicago culture trademark.
Yes,
they're talking about taking these motherfuckers to
Indiana
across the state lines. Like,
yeah,
is this this?
I think it's gross.
How did we get this bad as a country, man? Like, where it's like, ah, man, we can save a few. We move them to a different state. Now Indiana's got 2 pro teams. Like, what are we doing?
So I have intimate knowledge is not the right word. The word is I have 2 other parallels. The Panthers wanted to move their practice facility to South Carolina.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
And it was a complete, it was FUBAR, right? It was a complete mess up. Didn't work, and they lost a ton of money. But the state of South Carolina also lost a ton of money that they couldn't really recoup. Excuse me. And then I'm obviously dealing with right now with the Dean Dome. And they're not trying to move it out of state, but they do want to move it 2 miles away from where it is.
Yeah, down the street. Yeah.
And sort of the beauty of the Dean Dome was it was on South Campus. And for people that don't know, there are 8 dorms where freshmen live, mostly freshmen and sophomores live. They can walk to the game very easily. You don't have to have a car to get there. You don't have to take the P2P. You don't have to take a bus to get there. And so it's really disheartening. Soldier Field, I've been by it. I've never been in it, but Soldier Field is are you going to you're telling me that you want to take away the house that the Hallis is built, right?
Well, they're moving no matter what.
Right. But so we have this thing with UNC where it's renovate, don't relocate.
Well, I want to read this quote from the CEO of the Bears so everyone can kind of understand this. And this is the back end of the podcast because if you're still listening, God bless you. But also, this is the boring, Daniel gets on a soapbox type thing. I'm going to read this quote from the CEO. I think the biggest thing is in all these big products, you have to have tax certainty, which is critically important. We would not be able to build a stadium without tax certainty. Fortunately, we do have tax certainty in the state of Indiana. From that standpoint, there are no property taxes for our stadium in the state of Indiana, so that is certain. That legislation is passed. But here in Illinois, for us to even consider the opportunity, we have to have tax certainty. Without that, we can't proceed forward. First and foremost, they can totally do this on their own. They do not need tax certainty. They want tax certainty to lower their costs and maximize their profits because this shit has gotten that evil. I'm saying this right now because I want everyone to realize when they say, I don't like politics, keep politics out of sports. Your sports have always been enmeshed with politics. When you watch a stadium get built with public funds, doing nothing back to the community, and you watch, we have test cases across this great nation. They'll tout the Staples Center has revitalized downtown LA. They tout that because it has not worked anywhere the fuck else.
Yeah.
Your stadium will cripple your local economy so that you can go for 8 Sundays a year.
It's gross. It's not good. Like, and then you think about, for people that don't know, those are toll roads.
Very much so.
Like I do know this. I've driven them. Those are toll roads. So both back end and front end, they're going to make money off those tolls. So you can talk tax certainty all you want, and this is untaxed. But if you're from Chicago,
yep,
because the train don't go to Gary. The train don't go there. So you're going to have to get in a car. You have to get in a car. You're going to have to get in a car. You have to drive down. You have to take that toll, this toll, that toll. You have to pay for parking. Then you have to get out of your car, go into the stadium after you bought a ticket, buy your food, buy your drinks, get back in your car, pay the toll to get back. Like, you can take, like, I'll never forget this. Like, I will, this is like an indelible moment in my life. When the Cubs had like an afternoon game.
Right.
And I'm getting off work at 4:35, right? So they got a game that starts at 5, 6 o'clock. The bus was full. Bus was full as hell.
Yeah.
That don't even count the times I got on the train and I went on the train all the way up. But it's full. And they're just taking $1.75, whatever it is, $2.50 to go. Now that $2.50, that turns into $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $2.50. And that, like, you're nickel and diming people. I don't know if you ever read that book by what's her name? Erin Wright. It's called Nickel and Dime. And it's about It's about wage-based economy. But if you're a Bears fan that had been going to Bears games, they move across that state line. You're gonna get nickel and dimed on the way down and on the way back. And it's like is there nowhere that the Metro goes that you can put, like, if there's somewhere where the Metro goes, that's going to save people money to get there. That's going to mean more fans can get there.
It doesn't mean tax incentives, though, Felder, and that's what we're in the game for.
But put it, if you want to move it near O'Hare, fine. Great. If you want to move it to the west, great. There's a lot of space out there. I know that. Like, there's space everywhere.
For this, they bought land for this 5 years ago, and it's this taxing that they're using as a cudgel to kind of beat Illinois in a submission that I absolutely hate, and I hate watching it happen. And
that's what UNC is doing.
Yeah, I know.
They bought this land for Carolina North, and they're like, we're going to turn it into a research spot, and we're going to do tech. And you're like, we're a liberal arts school.
Yeah.
The fuck are we doing tech for?
That's a larger conversation about the higher education in this country. But we're done for the day. We're going to be back next week with Monday show or Tuesday show, and then Felder on Friday. Felder, tell everyone where they can find you, brother.
Check out Hand in the Dirt. It's a gardening podcast about football. Hopefully these teachers don't find it. They don't need to listen to it. It's not for them. Truly, it's not. And they should just ask me if they want advice about plants. I'll tell them. I'll even go to a Pike's class with them if they want to, so that they don't listen to a podcast. And it's felder.substack.com. I did a podcast about the SEMO drill, and I actually want to put some videos up of what the drill's supposed to look like.
There you go.
Versus what they did, because it's just bad teaching. And as a son of two teachers and the husband of a teacher, it's bad faith acting. It's not a dangerous drill if you do it the right way. It's like, like alcohol's not dangerous if you do it the right way. But you can't just you can't only shotgun beers and funnel whiskey. Like that's not the right way. So
it was the right way for 4 years in the mid 2000s. That was your show, guys. There is no outro. Buy your tickets for the live show. Let me know if you're coming. I'd love to meet up with people either before or afterwards. If we get enough traction, we'll set something up local for UD Pod folks. And yeah, man, this has been another great edition of you. I had a whole outro. I've forgotten it. It doesn't matter anymore, man. Thank you so much for coming on, Felder. Excited for your nice little break here for spring break. You should erase double sleep and just get your nice, long, uninterrupted one. That was your show, guys. There is no outro. As always, brought to you by MTR Network, brought to you by DanielPaulMortgages.com. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. Watch us on YouTube at UDPod66. We'll be back next week with more UD Pod goodness. That was your show. There is no outro. See you guys next week.